be and why? I'm going to start with Martie Smith. So Martie, please tell us who the person would be. You don't have to tell us why, just who the person would be, and also tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm going to let you introduce the amazing powerhouse that you are.
Thank you for having me here. I am honored to be here. I never thought I'd be in this position, but I'd love to share what my idea of what a woman should be in charge of ruling the world. That's how the question was posed to us. I, first of all, think that as any human being, we need to rule ourselves first and have compassion, have vision, have clarity, have empathy, care for one another, share, and just expand your horizons to the point of discovering your talents and your treasures and everything. I have discovered that in my process with everything that's happened to me the last few years. So I would definitely, if I had any name to choose right off the bat, it would be Mother Teresa. Why? Because she was able to make the tough decisions of handling.
Why later. Let's answer the why later.
Okay.
So I love it that it's Mother Teresa. Now tell me a little bit about you.
Okay, I am now a globally awarded 4 times for my book. I wrote a book, and I'm an author and a bilingual author at that. And I've also become a public speaker here locally. And I'm just wanting to share the message of inspiring other people with hope and resilience. And I want to leave that legacy behind, especially for the young people, that we can recover from many things. And I know why, because I'm a living testament of it. But thank you for the
And where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Colombia, South America, but I live in North Carolina.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Letitia, we are here. Gender should not define leadership, but rather character, values, and the vision of that individual. Women have the potential to bring a different perspective to governance, prioritizing issues that may have been overlooked in the past and fostering a more collaborative and harmonious global community. I think we see this in the boardroom. We see this in organizations. We see studies that show that when we have women in the boardroom, we have women in the C-suite, when we have women in positions of leadership, we start to see a more empathetic group. We see more compassion. And I have to say, more than anything, we see a complete change in respect for our world, for our planet, and it starts to contribute to climate change. So women definitely have something to bring that will offer something different. The world needs a leader, definitely regardless of the gender, who are dedicated to serving the greater good and creating a more equitable and sustainable future for all. I know that this is a long list to have, but the truth is that there are women out there. It could be you, it could be me, it could be any of us. It's taking the responsibility and realize that we just can't be for one, but for some. We would have to be for all. So I am going to start now with Martie. I'm going to go in the same order. And Martie, now I really want to hear why the person that you chose? Why? And explain. Now is your time to tell it.
Okay. Well, Mother Teresa, she was an insignificant individual when she started. And in fact, she was scurried into almost being, in an island all by herself because she dared to be different and she cared about people to the extent that something empowered her, that her leadership qualities were developed, and she was able to make huge decisions on her own and gather the resources and able to help transform a people that didn't have a voice. So I think that is essential to have as a quality, that we need that empathy, yes, but we also need to have a clear vision of what it is that we want for the world. And we have to be in, I guess, the like of what most people want. We all have the same needs. If we really boil it down to the basic formula, we all have the same needs: to be recognized, to be acknowledged, to be loved, to be productive, to exhibit our talents, our treasures, and all our virtues. But I think Mother Teresa was very good at finding all the goodness, even in the worst of situations. So I think a leader of that type of caliber is the one that we need in this world today, because there's so many things going on with the world that seem upside down, inside out, and wrong. But that doesn't mean that we are not all capable of recouping and recovering from all the mess that we've made. We do need to learn from history. History is there for a purpose. And I think we're very hard-headed that we're going to do it differently and make it better, but it just keeps repeating itself. And we see those cycles come along. So I don't want to get political or anything, but I do know that there's qualities in both men and women, and we need to corroborate together. We need to have that strong leadership. We need to have that power. We need to have that focus of what it is we want to accomplish. We need to have emotional intelligence. That is like key. If we don't have that ability to handle our emotions, then we can't produce something that everyone will understand. But we also have to be very compassionate and understand that not everyone comes from the same, level of understanding. Speaking clearly, listening, communication is a must. So all these different things are qualities that are in all of us. However, for one reason or another, and I am one to say this because I used to think I had to be William Shakespeare to express myself in a book. I went ahead and jumped out of my comfort zone and did it. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm on my 5th book. So it's just amazing how when you do jump out of that comfort zone and you do surround yourself with the right people, they start picking out all the things that you perhaps never saw because of the background that you lived in or the environment. So I'm all for empowering people and finding their vision, their virtues, however they have to do it, to jump out of their comfort zone and express to the world what it is they have to offer, because we're all unique, we're all special, we are a living miracle. We need to share what we were brought for.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Martie. And I also agree with with you about Mother Teresa. Obviously, I think she is the icon of generosity, compassion, putting the other first. And I think also always looking for what more to do, for people. And I think that once we read her story and what she does, she never stopped looking for, number one, the connection with God, which was what really guided her. And the fact that she realized that she was here for a purpose, right? And that was to serve, humankind. So definitely, I also agree with you on that. And emotional intelligence. We really can't have a leader if they're not emotionally intelligent. So thank you so much for that. Wow. Letitia, let's go to you. Your person was probably one of my top 3. So I am dying to hear why you would